Hello, Apit, can you hear me now? Now that stream is blinking, and I think it's working now. I was actually talking to myself, I guess. I was using the webcam's mic, so for the first time actually. So I was not sure if the voice is coming through or not, and which is why I was kept on just asking for the viewers to let me know if they can hear me. But I think it's working because I can see that stream going back and forth. So thanks for the confirmation, Arpit. Okay, just waiting for few more people to join in. So I was just saying that a good session today. Probably those who are into the scalping must have made some money both in the uptrend and downtrend. Now, of course, there are certain ways to do that. If you know how to read the price action, if you can draw the support and resistance, if you know how to draw them based on the actual price, you must know the key levels, the key points where price actually turned. We are already 6 minutes into the live streaming, and I can see there are only a couple of people. So those who have just joined in, if you have any questions regarding any trades that you have taken today, or might be your stocks that you are you are long or maybe short, just comment them, post them in the comment box. Probably I'll take them up once the session is over. I think there is a little bit of gap in the streaming, because I can see that the movement in the camera as compared to the voice is going a little slow. But I think we can do with that. Maybe it is due to the internet connection. There is some amount of latency. Okay, so what we do is we start our session. So this is the Nifty daily chart, and some things are pretty obvious. Let me just know if you are watching it live, let me just know what you can see in the chart which comes out to you, and as a very obvious thing when you look at the daily chart. So to me, it has just broken above the nearest resistance area. It was a pretty strong resistance area which prices have just broken above. The another thing that I would love to measure is that how much prices have moved from its bottom. So it is somewhere around 8%. So it's over 8% that Nifty has moved up from its bottom. So that's a pretty good scenario, and I think in coming days, or maybe in this week or maybe the week after, it is gonna touch 10%. Now the momentum is very bullish. It's too fast, and we can see that prices have retraced more than 100% of this downtrend here. So we have one high here, and Nifty has just crossed above it. So as a rule, that I have seen created for myself over the years after watching thousands of charts, that whenever a price moves above 100% of the prior trend, it usually tend to take a rest for some time, and which is why it gives me an opportunity to buy the put or maybe to short the call, make a call spread. And because it has been moving upward continuously, as you can see here, and it has gone too fast, too far, too fast. So that means that it has to take the rest. All the energy that this market has put in giving this sharp momentum, is now the time for it to take the rest. And those who have bought it long back, maybe in some support down below, they must be first to jump out if prices will turn. And I think this is the time that we should not create any fresh longs in the market. And that is why I have enlarged the daily chart, because this gives us a very clear picture about how this market is doing. Now, if you just look at, because tomorrow we have Wednesday, and the weekly expiry is approaching. Let me just, okay. So as you can see, it doesn't look like, price wise, it doesn't look like extended on the 60-minute time frame, on the hourly time frame. So I think maybe we should give some room to this market to little bit retrace back, and then we can obviously catch up with the prices as it will turn again to its original trend. So my take would be that for this expiry, do not go long unless it pulls back down and gives a very strong momentum, something like this bar, as you can see in the 2-minute time frame. So if prices, let's say, pull back, and on the 60-minute or 15-minute it again creates this one, because 2-minute is a very short time frame, we can maybe buy long for this expiry. But my suggestion would be to buy put. If it gaps up tomorrow, that would be even more positive to my thesis that I'm giving you right now, to buy put, or to maybe create a short the credit spread, the call spread. So all in all, the markets are very bullish. India VIX has just inched up from 15 to 16, but I think that is very well, that can very well go with all the bullish momentum that has been created in this market as of now. So that's in the Nifty. Let me just quickly show you what is happening on the Bank Nifty chart. So if you see, yesterday there was a very strong bullish momentum in the Nifty. However, in Bank Nifty, we do not have such kind of bullish momentum, and this was the yesterday's candle, very small range candle. That's tells us that bulls are not very aggressive as they are in Nifty. And we can see prices opened, gap up, but then they eventually came down and closed at somewhere at its low, more than 50% of the candle body. So, and if you look at the hourly chart, it looks like that, let me just enlarge it for you. Just look at the hourly chart and let me know what you can see here. When we a while ago saw the Nifty chart, it was a very nice higher highs and higher lows, and prices were very smoothly moving to the upside. However, as you can see in the Bank Nifty chart, we have a breakout failure. We have this gap up day, which is a kind of breakout in a sense, which cleared all this 1, 2, 3 and 4 days of resistance, but it did not sustain itself. It wasn't able to sustain itself for long. It was just an hour candle, and then prices just fell back again, and it came back again to the range, and now it is resting on the flat 20 period moving average. So Bank Nifty is not giving me any positive vibe to the bullish side. And so my opinion would be that if prices by any chance moves down, gaps down, and especially this can let me just readjust it for you. So let me just put it here. So this is like somewhere around 40,800 level. So if let's say prices gaps down below or breaks below this support area, we can definitely go ahead and buy put in this market, but not before that. Scalping, of course, we can do because it's a good range. If we just measure it, it is somewhere around 300 odd points. So of course, intraday scalping could be done if prices moves down. And I think the way they are bottoming here after these two big candles, it looks like that this small consolidation here will maybe act as continuation kind of a pattern, and prices will definitely move down. If it breaks this support level here, definitely it's a long put for me, or short the credit call spread. Spreads are one of the best strategies, and I have like repeatedly said that again and again, because that gives you three-way advantage as compared to just buying calls and puts. How is it gives me a three-way advantage? So let's say you short the call spread here. So what it will do is, even prices let's say move to the upside, but it remains below the strike which you have shorted, you will gonna make profit. And we have only 2 days of risk here, right? If it goes down, you will make profit. If it just go worthless where it is right now in the same level, you will again make the money. So which is why I really like spread. We can go short, naked short in the market, but that is gonna require a lot of money, which most of the retail traders like you and me doesn't have. So what we do is we create a spread. So spread means, and I'm telling this to all those people who doesn't know. I'm sure I know that most of you know what a spread is, a credit spread is, but it means that you short an expensive call and then you buy a cheap call, right? A less expensive call, and that creates a spread for you. So that the cheap call that you bought, that creates a safety net for you, right? And the most important thing for us who don't want to engage a lot of money in the market is the margin amount. So the margin comes down handsomely. So if you just go naked short in the market, it is gonna require somewhere around 80,000-90,000 rupees. But with spread, you can again go short in the market with just 20,000 or 22,000 rupees. So that's a plus point, and that is why sellers do make money, because that gives you 3 to 4 ways of advantage as compared to just taking the directional call. When you buy a call or a put, you are actually betting on the direction, and if that direction did not work out as per your expectations, then you're gonna lose the entire amount. So we have seen Nifty that looks little bullish. However, we can see that it is little bit extended. It has been moving continuously to the upside, and so for this expiry we can buy put, or if you can afford, you can create a call spread. Bank Nifty is a clear cut, looks like although it is above the 20 and 50 period moving average, but for this expiry it looks like little bearish to me. So my bias in this market is from neutral to bearish. So at any opportunity, any sign of failure patterns in the upside, I will definitely go and short this market. So like one of the viewers, Prishanthi, said, tomorrow Bank Nifty gap up or gap down, please tell sir. Okay, so see, no one can tell you for sure sure that if it is going to gap up or gap down, but as I said, no, this market, Bank Nifty, is already moved up a lot and has reached to its prior resistance area. Now, there are sellers, there have been sellers around these levels. So, in my opinion, they are again gonna react as prices are still, reached here. But another very important point is, that market has been like holding here for some time. Let me just readjust this one here. Okay, so we have a breakout day here. Then since then we have been seeing selling continuously. However, the buyers, in my opinion, are still kind of observing all this selling which is coming in. So that is, in a sense, is a positive sign, but there is no bullish price action that I can see which will give me confidence to go long in Bank Nifty as of now. And that is why I am not suggesting you to go long. If, let's say, for example, tomorrow we see a gap up, to me it should clear at least the high of this candle here, which is around 41,800. If a gap up clears this resistance and sustains at that level, I will buy the call above the first 15-minute candle. That is the advice for me, and that is the trade that I will take for myself also. But most likely, as what is happening today, it gapped up and came down. So a selling is pretty much clear in this market, and so I do not suggest to go long. So for this expiry, and if it opens gap down, for example, then definitely we should create a call spread. We should short the call spread, or we should buy a put based on the intraday time frame. So we have support here. So we have decent amount of space. If prices opens below this candle here, which is around 41,190, we can buy put till this area. The target would be around 40,800 or this support line here. So I hope that answers your question. If you have any other question, you can go ahead and ask. So Bingson said how to do spread. So as I said, let's take the example of Nifty. So Bingson, let's say the markets are very bullish in Nifty, right? So the one simple way to create a spread is that we go and short a higher strike below the gap. So this is the gap fill area. So we will not create a spread in between. We'll go little bit down, provided that we will get a nice premium from 17,800 or 17,000, around 17,850 level. Or at max, if you want to take a risk. However, I do not suggest this because prices are already extended. And to me, in this market, the better or the nicest way at the moment is to short the call spread, because prices have moved up a lot and there are pretty much chances that it will go down this expiry or maybe remain in the range. And so I would suggest to go short, let's say 18,300, 18,500 call spread is a very nice strategy to play around at this point in time. Okay, so I hope that were the only two questions that I have received from the people. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can always ask even after the session as well. Hope what we have shared here will give you some idea about how to play in the market, and I'll try to come more regularly on time. So just excuse me for the past 2-3 days that I wasn't able to make it.